Picking up where we left off with the front end rebuild. I'm going to try to repair as much of this as possible. Buy what is destroyed throughout the process, but just a quick recap. Rebuilt the inline 6 that's in there. I did not do any performance parts, so it's just like an OE build. Just curious to see what that would run. And it was 18, I believe, quarter mile. After the third or fourth attempt, that is, that was with old tires, actually. So I don't know, it might be a little better with the new tires. However, I am considering doing another build of Cleetus's Mullet, El Camino, but doing everything with performance parts. I didn't even think about that until I was finished assembling the engine. So I think you'd probably see maybe a 50% power increase out of it, so it'd be below 300 horsepower for sure. I'm kind of curious, so I don't know how much this car weighs. 3,200 pounds. So yeah, it could be pretty decent, I guess. We'll see what happens. I got lucky. I went to a barn and this car was in there, so I picked it up for like 10 grand. The other thing I'm curious about is to see how much the sell value will increase. You can see I bought it for 11,000. Doesn't show how much money I've put into it, but I think it's probably about 50% of the buy price. So no, total altogether I'm in about 16,000. So yeah, we'll see what the profit comes out to be after we tidy up the front end here. So let's get to work. What has to come off before? I always forget about the bearing. Just kind of hidden in there. Gonna have to buy a bunch of bushings for sure. So if you didn't catch the other stream, I never attempted to repair parts prior to that stream, and it seems pretty legit. I didn't realize you could take the parts all the way up to 100%, or you may break them. So yeah, I think that's the route that I'll go. I'm just going to try to repair everything first before buying it, unless it's just, I guess it kind of depends on the build. This one, I think I lucked out having come from a barn. Both the front and rear end were fully assembled. There were no missing parts. It was just missing some stuff around the engine bay. So I've just been going through disassembling, repairing said parts. Some of them break. I think that's just kind of part of the process, but it ends up saving money in the long run. Haven't really determined yet if it takes more or less time, because I had gotten really efficient at just going through a vehicle, creating an inventory, and then buying all the new parts. Like, a little different approach when you're trying to repair stuff, because during the repair process, you don't know if you're going to need to buy a new part until it happens. So for me, my experience has been, I get through the process of repairing stuff, then I go back to reassemble the car, and as I'm reassembling, then I determine what has been broken or was missing, and then I have to buy stuff just one by one, which is slower, definitely. I think that's pretty considerable change for the process. However, I kind of like it. Kind of like the flow. The repair process is slightly entertaining. Kind of like a sub game all in itself. All right, let's see where we're at here. Oh. Ooh, that was close. What the heck? That one was brutal. I guess you can also then repair it and sell it. So that, right? You can sell parts, I think. Yeah. Duh. Alright, like I said, there's gonna be a ton of bushings that I have to replace here. I probably should have added those. That was a fault. So I'm gonna need at least 4 of those, plus the 4 that go on that. One, two, 3, 4 times 2 is 8, plus the 4 for the cross member. I need. How many do I need? Summertime and Sunday, we don't do that. No math. Oh, what the? You can't repair a sway bar? Huh. That's weird. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. What? And you can't repair the tires. Curious. I need to disassemble that. I need to separate those and see if those can be repaired or if I need to replace them. Those are non-rebuildable parts, so I need 2 of each of those. Shock absorber cap. Forgot about that. All right, we'll get it. We'll figure it out. Dang, can't repair those either. Learning a lot today. All right, that's good to know. Wow, I can't do those either? Guessing that means also you can't do brake pads and see, this is what I'm talking about. If I would have just gone through and said I'm going to buy everything new, I wouldn't be going through this. It's just, I don't know. It's not bad, but it's not the most efficient way, I don't think. So maybe what I'll do is, yeah, I need to repair the stuff that I take off and then potentially resell that. But what I should do is figure out how much it costs to repair, because that does use a little bit of money, and then sell it and see if I end up having margins, positive margins on it. Margin, meaning I made money. Profit. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, I guess it's fairly logical in the, like, there's just certain parts that you're not going to rebuild. Pretty cool. Dang it. Gotta have new wheel hubcaps. Making progress. Now you can see After I've gone through and bought everything I need for both sides, it ends up going pretty quick. So maybe it evens out a little bit. Probably not. But if I can do the repairs, sell the parts, and make money, then I think it justifies going through that process. Really? You can't repair those? I thought I did on the other side. Interesting. I want to say we are looking pretty good. What all is? Yeah, everything that's messed up. Eh, it's all just cosmetic stuff. I don't see anything outside of the fuse box base. Should I replace that? To replace or not to replace? Let me see here. Yeah. Alright. I'll do it. I wonder if I can repair that. Think I can repair that? Hell yeah. I think we're ready. I think she's done. $29,000. And I want to say that I started. I don't see how that's possible. Maybe at 280? No, that's impossible. Huh. Wonder if I can repair body parts. I don't think so. We'll see. Go to the paint shop. I don't believe there is a way. I thought there was a way to paint just the parts. So I could have sworn I've seen cars with like custom colors. there she is. Now, I think she's worthy to race in whatever that Les Mullets. Isn't there like a race that he does? Even kind of looks like the two-tone a little bit. Let's see. Huh, where is... Sorry, I'm just looking at something. What the... Can't find... I'm trying to update the thumbnail for this stream, and I can't find where the screenshot's be. That's so weird. Huh. Why I can literally see the screenshot in a different place, but not. I wonder if it's like some problem. OBS potentially. Oh, there we go. There. Oh, maybe too big. Crap. There we go. There we go. Must have been some sort of permissions problem within OBS, being unable to access the folder. Alright, so where are we at here? Sorry about that little sidetrack moment. Okay, so what do we do? I think we just gotta... No, we're gonna take it to the track, see how it is with all new suspension and tires. Let's go to the drag strip. Oh, we gotta align that bad boy. Yikes. Here we go. Oh, I'm gonna do quarter mile. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Too much grip. Too much power. I think that was a slight improvement. Yeah, we shaved about 1/10 of a second off. Let's see if we can get into the 17s. We got this. Challenge accepted. I think we did it. Yes. 3 second, 3.5 second, 60 foot. Look at that reaction time. That's what we do. Running 17s. So 160 horsepower. I'm thinking if we did full performance setup on it, probably, like I said, 50% power gain. So somewhere around 220, actually, or not yet, 240-ish. You could possibly get it into the 14s. Possibly. This thing is crazy. All right, let's go. I feel kind of bad selling it, but I think that's just what has to happen. Really terrible place to put those. I feel like we got out of it what we needed to do. So the question is now, do I wait until I find another one, or do I rebuild this with all performance modes? I'm just kind of curious here, so let's pull some stuff off. Let's say boom, boom, boom. don't think you can get performance rocker on this. It's probably going to be like the crankshaft and the pistons. All right, we can get kind of a ballpark of how much power would be added by looking at, so the fuel filter, 1.5%, or sorry, the air filter, so 4.5%, 5%, 8, 11, roughly 12.5, 14, 19, 23, and then this 6 pistons and rods. What did I say, 23%? So if these pistons and rods would fit it, then you're looking at about 6.5. So we'll call it 30% total. And then the exhaust, the rear muffler, muffler. $32, $34, $35, and then the camshaft. That could be pretty significant. So roughly 3%. Yeah, it's probably would end up being around, because I'm pretty sure you can also get a clutch. So yeah, realistically about a 40% gain. It's not bad. I think that's all. Can't get a good view of this engine bay, like the whole thing. All right, that's all she wrote with this one. I'm just gonna put it in the garage for now because I'm not sure if I want to rebuild this or do something else. And parking rather. If you're curious what I have car-wise, let's take a tour. Katagiri Tamago, aka Honda Civic, one of my favorite generations of Civic, putting down 471 horsepower. The Hinata Kagura SX Mitsubishi Lancer Evo / Subaru WRX 500, which is the sedan version of the car that I have, actually, which is a 2010 STI hatch. Mine on the dyno puts down around 360. The Mayan M3 looks like an Audi, 874 horsepower. Emden Jagger, like a GTI basically, 400 horsepower, pretty sweet, pretty quick, only 890 kilograms, so that thing it's even lighter than the Civic. Look at that. The FMW Panther, it's obviously some sort of BMW clone, 1200 horsepower, supercharged V8. The Sakura Supa, obviously a Supra. 440. A little disappointed by that number, and it's pretty heavy. 350Z clone thing. I really should buy the expansion packs. Should probably do that now that I've seen just about every car that's available outside of that. The 540 horsepower Morena Bizzarini 936. These are all cars that I've I think I found all of them in barns and then just fully built them out. Salem Spectre, pretty cool car. The Katagiri Katsumoto, which is like a Civic. I had one of these and it was a 90, that was a 94 Civic Coupe. 300 horsepower. Olson GTR Beast 1280. It's like an AMG. I think this, I don't know. To me, it was just like, it's either a Bentley or it looks a lot to me like a Chrysler, but the logo looks kind of Bentley-ish. Anyway, 1600 horsepower. R8-ish, 1000 horsepower. Looks like a Mustang. 1500, and then El Camino / Mullet, 160. Go back to the shop, see what's going on over here. If there's any interesting cars to work on. I pretty much only work on stuff that gives me extra experience points. That has the XP bonus. Unless there's something that I've never seen before and it looks cool, then I'll work on it, but just kind of trying to gain XP at this point. Car is loud. Looks like a Hyundai Tiburon, right? Or if there's a cool car that I've never driven before, and I want to take it to the track after I work on it like a true mechanic would, I'll do that. All right, let's see what's available here. BMW, Ford, Mercedes, Aston Martin, Mazda, Lotus. Oh, snap. Dang, I'm so tempted to get some of these. Drop a comment if I should, for which one I should get. Even if you're watching this after the live stream posted, I might buy one right now. If someone drops a comment on which one of these I should buy, I will buy it. Personally, I would lean toward probably either the BMW or Porsche. Yeah, one of those two. I mean, Pagani would be awesome. Nissan would be cool. Jaguar. Yeah. But you could see what's in there. And where do you buy that stuff? Oh, I didn't even know this existed. I have done a lot with credit bonuses. I've done a lot. So I still don't understand what scraps are. 245 orders done. I don't know. Is that pretty decent? Almost 15,000 bolts unmounted. 100, almost $1 million on earned on sold cars. 6,000 parts bought. 41 barns. I have no idea what I like if that's how that compares to other people that play this game. It'd be interesting to see that. And how do I forget how to buy this stuff? Hold on. See if I can figure this out on the back end real quick. I think I got it. I think I got it. Wonder if I may have to restart the game. We'll see. Boom! That's pretty sweet. Good integration. Alright, we got the BMW one, so now. Let's see if BMWs start appearing on the order list. Or, I don't know, does that mean that you can only buy them, like, in the store? Okay, so the 4 cars that you can get are a 1974 BMW 2002 Turbo, 1979 BMW M1 Pro car, a 1988 BMW 635 CSI, a 2002 BMW M3, and a 2016 BMW M4 GTS Special Edition. And there are 5 engines and the accompanying tuning parts. But I don't know if that means they're going to start appearing on the orders, or if I have to, like, go to the actual cars, or if they'll appear at auctions. Let's check. Uh-oh. Game crashed. We're back. Maybe the integration was not as seamless as one would have thought. Let's see. I don't see any BMWs yet. See if it crashes again. Gotta love that music. The heck is this? Dude, this thing, it looks amazing. 360. Huh. Why are there no BMWs? Oh, there it is. Oh, snap. $227. Dude, are you serious? $20%. Dude, we need to get rid of this trash right here. 20% commission? Get out of here. Yeah, sounds like a BMW. Let's check out the 2002. Yeah, straight up. Oh. Is this the V8? No, it's him. Oh, it must be the one after this. Yeah, that is classy. See how she sounds. All right, well now we know. So 2 of them are available here. There's still 3 others that I'm guessing will probably be in either barns or probably in auctions. Let's take a look. Nice. Yeah, see, there's one right there. So we saw the 2002. I guess we'll just have to experience it in the wild. Come across one of those old school ones in a barn find. That would be sweet. I guess. Yeah, I should probably work on some cars to see if I can get some crates. I haven't done that in a while. None of that stuff can be repaired. Yeah. Let me get a barn. I don't even know what to use those gear things on. Do you think I should sell this stuff? I'm not sure if I should just keep this in my inventory. It's not doing any harm, I suppose. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, Street Fight. I like the looks of this. Oh, God. Dude, that thing is pretty nice, so gotta admit. Okay, so this thing... Katagiri Katsumoto. Mine only has 313. How is that possible? Mine's fully built. Mine's fully built. Now I only got 313. Are you serious? So, what engine is in here? Dual overhead cam BFM. Interesting. Well, that's kind of crazy because this one's not modified at all and it has significantly more power. And this one's fully built. Well, I might have to do a swap on that then. Let's throw this in a second. Interesting. Let's go. Alright, what are we doing here? Brake fluid. basic stuff. Probably the easiest way to get this power is the exhaust, so that's what we're doing. What was it? 5 to 10%? $1.75, 3.5, 4.5. Boom. All right, let's see here. Easy quick services with XP bonus is the best. Mix it up with some body work. Do the things. I like the color. Alright, what are we working with here? Front bumper, front left door, front right door. Left side mirror. trunk, rear window, rear right. Left tail light. I think that's it. Rear bumper. What? I thought I bought a rear bumper. Uh-oh. Almost forgot that license plate. That was only 50 XP. What the heck? Oh, nice. Finally, the first BMW. Oh god, this is gonna be quite a bit of work. Alright, just get the oil drained, get the coolant drained. Alright, we gotta take the transmission. Let's get working on the drive shaft. Hopefully there's not a whole lot of rusted bolts. Gearbox is looking rough. guess in reality, it's not too bad. I thought there was a performance transmission. Okay, so we need to get at least 8% tuning out of. We get 1% of that from the flywheel. And fuel. Let's go see what all we repaired here. Shit. Oh. Oh, wait, did I already? God. I already repaired some of that stuff. Alright, but I do have to take off. Where's all the timing stuff? So I've got 1% performance increase so far, and I have a target of between 8 and 15. Oh man, okay. There was something else. Timing chain shoe A, B, and C. Where? Oh, righty. So we got belt. Got all of that. Maybe the air filter. See if anything that I took off can be removed. That needs to be removed. Oh. I guess you can't repair those. We've got to be super close in terms of performance gains. I think I might just do the ignition coils. I think those give around either just over or just under 1% each. And I gotta be somewhere around 7% at this point. Total. So I did 1% between the fuel pump and the flywheel. Oh, that flywheel's not on yet. Wait, what? I thought I bought this. Fuel rail could also give me pretty decent gains. That is... Let me get the flywheel on and see what that brings us up to, because I might not need to do anything beyond that. Got him. I would take it. I'll take it to the drag strip. I don't have my controller hooked up at the moment, so I'm not going to be taking it to the test track, but I'm sure there'll be more of these. Do a dyno run on here. All right. I'm thinking 12s. See. Out the top of fourth gear. 11.7. Nice. Nice. Let's try it again. Jumped it. Ah, crap. Misshift. I accidentally misshifted. Oh, that's so close. Come on. What? Oh my god, dude. There's no way. All right, we'll give it one more. One more. Yeah, 11. Super consistent. That is very consistent. Looks like 11.7 is the best we're going to get out of that. It's time to return it to the customer. Just got to make sure everything's working properly by the time we release the vehicle back to the customer. $20,000 payout. Got so much. I don't even know why I have this stuff. Huh. That looks. Ooh. Oh yeah. Dude, that is sick. Dude, oh my god. exhaust manifold, pressure increase. Okay. We can do that. What was the total performance? 7 to 12. So the exhaust manifold is 2, 7. Alright, we can just get away with... Not that we're trying to cheap out on anything, but I think it makes sense to upgrade drivetrain, get that grippier upgraded clutch, free-flowing exhaust, simple, easy power gains. What else was it? Just the exhaust. Oh, brake. Holy crap. What the heck? Dude, I would not... Imagine if you had to do this in order, a specific order. Like in real life. That would be insane. Kind of curious to see what this thing will do on the drag strip. Brake fluid is probably up front. Throw her on the dyno, see what she does. Ten 10% increase makes less than the factory power. That's fine. I'm thinking it's probably going to be around the same as the what was that, the M4 CSI or something? Maybe a little less. Well, we're about to find out. Oh my gosh. Dude, that thing was ripping. I almost lost it there on the starting line. Probably need some new tires. Oh! Yikes. The key is you just gotta stick with it. Having 5. Wow. Terrible reaction time. So, what was it? 11.3 was the best. That's pretty good. I truly think if it had some better tires, it would be much, much better. Dude, it's so hard to launch this thing. Oh. Yeah, jeez. I feathered that launch, and that did not go well. You just gotta rip it, I guess. Let her eat. Oh, idiot. Man, I can't get back down to that 11.3. That's close. I think that's closer. Terrible reaction time. Oh my god. It just spins the tires too much, I think. It's I can't find the sweet spot for the launch. And I can't hold an RPM. That felt better. Yeah, alright, that's probably as close as we're gonna get for now. Not bad. Not bad. Let's return this to the owner and see where we're at. Oh man. Man, what's up with not getting any crates? Hate another one. Let's do it. Looks like it's just exhaust. Exhaust manifold and front exhaust. Funny how it just calls it an exhaust manifold when it clearly has a turbocharger bolted on as well. I guarantee you a BMW exhaust manifold would cost way more than $800. How do you only get 37 experience? Other tat, I don't like working on those electric cars. Sounds like this thing needs a transmission and potentially some exhaust work. Front exhaust section, middle muffler, clutch. I might as well do this stuff while I'm down here. Oh no. Forgot the all-important stuff. Alright, well, that was quote-unquote productive. I might call it for now. See if there's any other interesting cars that look appealing. Not right now. Oh, nice case. Actually, before I quit, I want to see if I can repair some of these parts and then sell them. You get a barn find here. Come on. Really? Of all the stuff that I have, that's all that I can repair? Huh. That's kind of surprising. Alright, so what I might do is come back later, pull this engine out, and yeah, throw that BFM in there. What is going on with my suspension? Did I not do? Didn't do any of the suspension. Maybe I should come back and finish this too. So rip the engine out and finish all of the suspension. Although this isn't even like, as I'm finding out, this isn't even the nicest trim. I want the Street Fighter. So maybe I should just... Maybe I should hold off. Maybe I should sell this and rebuild a Street Fighter trim. That would probably make more sense. Alrighty, well, until next time, it's been real. Take it easy, drop comments if you want to see anything else. Again, if you want to see some different expansion packs, I will listen. Drop a comment. Have a great weekend.